I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba. People in Manitoba often refer to me as the Mountain Man, a mountain man in Manitoba. If you know your Canadian geography, you will know that there are no mountains in Manitoba. The closest thing that we have to mountains is the Canadian Shield in the eastern part of the province. When I was a kid, my dad would lead backpacking trips into the mountains. Our family would holiday in the mountains every summer. In the winter, we would go skiing whenever the opportunity would present itself. When I had a family of my own, we would spend the summers in the mountains. I also tree planted every summer for 16 years in Alberta and BC. My whole summer was spent working in the mountains. I have some experience being in the mountains. However, I don't think that going to the mountains many times gives you the nickname the Mountain Man. There are many people from Manitoba who travel to the mountains, and there are many people who hike, camp, and explore just as much as I do. Also, there are many people who live in the mountains their whole life. They have way more experience living in the mountains than I do. So I don't think that going to mountains brings out the nickname the Mountain Man. I think it has to do with the fact that I'm a photographer and a storyteller combined. When I go to the mountains, I usually come home with thousands of photos from all the beautiful places that I've been. When people see my work, they start to ask where the photos were taken. As the saying goes, every picture tells a story. I tell them where I took the photo, then I combine it with endless stories of what I had to go through to get the photo. Weather stories, bear stories, mishaps, and close calls. I share the good and the bad on the trail. Seeing the photo and hearing the story is like sitting down and reading a novel. You can't get enough of it. Over many years of interacting with people, they have just naturally nicknamed me the Mountain Man. The funny part is, I have more photos of Manitoba than I do of the mountains. I have just as many stories of my adventures in Manitoba as I do from the mountains. But I have never once been called Manitoba Man. I wonder why that is. Well, something to meditate on when I'm out doing my photography.